The State House tonight. South Carolina's public universities have frozen tuition for the past several years thanks to money from the General Assembly.
But tonight, that could soon change. The House just passed their version of next year's state budget, and it's changing the model for tuition costs.
Our Josie Frost is at the State House tonight with those details.
Each year, colleges from across the state get millions from the state budget for tuition mitigation. In exchange, they can't raise tuition rates for in-state students. But many of those colleges say that costs are rising and the formula that they're using right now is not sustainable.
Knowing the amount of tuition that we can expect going to years has been a lot helpful because it's helpful for my parents knowing how to budget, how much to save, and when they can, carry out some certain expenses.
Adedayo Adelakun is a student at the University of South Carolina. He's one of many that have enjoyed a freeze on in-state tuition while he's been in school. Under the new House proposal, students already enrolled would still have their tuition frozen, but they could raise tuition for incoming students. Tuition would be frozen from entry to college, meaning incoming students couldn't have their tuition raised for their sophomore, junior, or senior year. Representative Nathan Ballantyne is the chairman of the Higher Education Budget Subcommittee.
So if you're a freshman, whatever you're paying for tuition freshman year, that will follow you 4 or 5 years until you graduate.
He says right now colleges are saying that with rising costs, requiring a freeze on tuition isn't sustainable.
If they're not getting the money that they need to freeze tuition, they're going to have to do something. The last thing we wanted them to do is start jacking up tuition on everybody.
He says they're giving colleges more and more each year for mitigation. In his executive budget, Governor McMaster proposed using a formula for colleges to ask for funding each year.
His formula involved HEPI, which is a higher education benchmark, for lack of a better word. The institutions just disagree with that. 1 or 2 of them use that. Others had their own formula. And so we've got a hodgepodge of 17 different formulas.
Now, the governor told reporters a few weeks ago that a raise in tuition rates for in-state students was a non-starter and that he would consider vetoing this part of the budget. Now, this proposed budget is far from finalized. The House's version still has to go to the Senate, and the finalized version will be sent to the governor's desk. Reporting at State House, Josie Frost, News 19 WLTX.
Josie, thank you.